Okay, classmates. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about jQuery CSS classes, and my name is Jacob Otteson. This is the CIT 230 class, as everyone knows. So I just want to do a little backup, just to review what jQuery is, just so we can all understand that, even though we've already focused on it. So jQuery is essentially like a JavaScript library, but it's a lot more lightweight. It makes it easier to grab stuff uh, because it's already written in code. One of the purposes of jQuery is to make it easier to use JavaScript throughout your website. It's almost like a Bootstrap, but instead of requesting a CSS library, you're requesting a JavaScript library. So one thing special about CSS classes with jQuery is it's a way to alter or manipulate CSS elements through jQuery. So you're able to click buttons and then change a certain class of something. So these are the three different things as I reviewed and researched jQuery CSS classes. The three different things that you can use to manipulate your CSS is you can do add a class, which is a way to add almost styles to your HTML through a button, click of a button, or you can remove stuff, or you can do the toggle class, which is a way to add or remove, just depending on when you click it. When you click it, it'll add it, and then when you click it again, it'll remove it. So this is obviously a really short presentation, or PowerPoint part. I'm going to get into the actual code part and show you guys how it all actually works. So just really quick, I'm going to take this away. So right here, this is just really basic HTML. And then this is the script section, and then we have a style section, and then we have our body. So right here, the document.ready function, that's going to get everything ready to be able to essentially do what we want it to do. So right here, I have a button in the HTML, and right here, this is calling that button. So when you click it, it's going to do a certain function. So right here in this line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the $sign. I don't know why it's actually a $sign, but it is. And then I'm going to add the different things I want it to grab. So the H1, and then also maybe a paragraph tag, and then a div. So and then I think I need to put commas in between each of these. And then we're going to do dot, and then we'll do an add class because I made this one add class HTML. So add class, and then we'll do parentheses. And then I have a class right here. So it's called blue. It's just some like a font size change, color blue, background yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to add blue to that. And then the semicolon thing. We're going to save that, and I think that should work. Let's see if it does. So right here, we have this button, add class to HTML. So it worked. So right here, obviously you click it again, it doesn't work. You have to refresh to be able to do that again. So now we are going to go into the remove class, which is a little bit different. What we're going to do here is add an actual class within the H1 tag. So I'll do class equals, so right in here I have a couple different things on the style sheet. So right here I'm going to do blue. Let's just make that blue. And then let's just say in this paragraph we're going to add the class important. And then we'll save that. And then, oh whoops, I was supposed to remove this so I could show you how it works. It's basically the same thing. I'm going to add the $sign, parentheses, these, and then I'm going to do an H1, comma, and then paragraph, and then I'm going to do a dot remove class, parentheses. And then let's do the blue and important. And I think that should work. You can grab two different classes at the same time, which is kind of nice. So I hope that's right. Let's check it. Let's run it. Okay, so right now it's blue. Click this, removes it. Pretty cool. Obviously this is super duper basic. Whoops. This is really basic. There's obviously a lot more cool things you can do on websites where you click stuff and it'll alter a lot of the page and make things look fancy. This is just super basic, just removing stuff. So next, let's do the toggle. This one is my favorite by far. I really like it. So right here, we just have the same thing. You can even add like a background color or something right here. Let's do there. So this one, pretty much the same thing. You have the document ready function. I'm going to call this button, and then when I click it, it's going to do a certain thing. So what it's going to do is it's going to look at any of the H1s and H2s and paragraph elements, and then it's going to do a toggle class, and the class it's going to be is blue. We'll finish that, we'll save that, and let's see how that works out. So click the button, changes it, click it again, removes it. Click it back and forth, so it's kind of fun. You can play around a little bit. That. So one more thing I wanted to focus on in this is you can actually use an Ahref. So Ahref equals, let's just do hashtag. We'll change that. So if you want to do that on like a, if you want to do it on like a menu button or something like that, you could change that. So then what I would do right here is I would come into here and I'd make that an A. So that's going to select any anchor. When you click on the anchor, it's going to do the toggle class and add or remove this class on any of these elements. So it's pretty simple, pretty cool thing that you can do. Being able to alter and play with different classes and add stuff. So this is like that. Pretty awesome. I don't know how clear all that was. If you guys want to look at the code a little bit more right here, I'll just review it really quick. So one thing I just wanted to talk about was in the add class, you obviously don't have the class inside of here in like the H1 or the paragraph tag, but in the remove one, it's actually in there, and then when you click on the button, it's going to completely remove that. So that's just one difference, and then the toggle is pretty similar to the add class. It's just the same. You don't add anything in here. You just make the class, and then you do the toggle, and then make sure that you add these in so that it's going to call out to all of these. I think that's pretty much it. Don't know if there's really anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. That's jQuery CSS classes. Thanks for listening.